Who the do you think you are telling people with anxiety to get over it and move on? I have had anxiety and other related mental illnesses for as long as I can remember. You have no idea what you are talking about. Hello, I'm Rick Cardwell from Rick Cardwell Counselling, and that was a question that was posted into my inbox this week after I've released 3 videos on social anxiety. An American gentleman called Mike posted that to me. Great question, lovely comments, and I also had lots of positive comments as well, lots of great questions, which is really interesting because these are coming from around the globe, which is fantastic. I've enjoyed getting them and I've enjoyed reading them. So keep them coming, I'm really enjoying them. So Mike's question, one of the things I've discovered with people that suffer from stress, anxiety, from different disorders, but mental illness generally, is that they struggle to find any meaning in life because they feel oppressed by their disorder, and they find it very, very difficult to look forward to achieve goals, and this causes them to get stuck in the way that they are, the way that they feel about themselves. Now, I follow quite a few anxiety support groups globally, Facebook or 1 or 2 other things, and what that means is that the reason why I do follow these groups is because I like to read the posts, and if there's any help that I can offer people, then I can point them in the right direction, or give them a little video or point to something I've already done in the hope that they may pick up something that it helps to make their life better. But one of the things I've noticed that's very, very obvious to me when I look at the posts on these groups, and these groups are very, very good, by the way, because if people are feeling down, everybody comes together, offers support, positive affirmations, and there's a lot of great things that go into these groups. I'm not criticising these groups at all. They're brilliant. The more of them there are, the better. But what I have noticed is that there are a lot of the focus for a lot of the comments from the members of the groups is it's in the wrong place. So the groups, there'll be a lot of comments on medications, what are you taking, what's best, what should I take, or a lot of focus on physical ailments, I feel this when this happens, or there's a focus around the way that they feel about their illness, and the comments revolve around those kind of feelings and situations, which is natural for somebody to do who's feeling low, who's feeling anxious, but there's a focus on that. And why that is not such a good thing is because as human beings we tend to focus on what we aim at. So if we're aiming at something, and we're really good hunter-gatherers, we can aim at something and focus on that, and that is where our brain will focus, and that's what our brain will take us to. So if we've got a negative focus all the time, then our brain is going to aim at that all the time, and it'll hold us in those thoughts and allow us to go around in circles with those thoughts all the time that don't necessarily make us feel good. So the question is really, what are you focused on? Because what you focus on, what you aim at, is where your brain is going to take you. So, bringing this question from Mike, and obviously there's a lot of unhappiness there in the question. Mike's obviously, bless his heart, had a really tough time, and I can only offer him, sympathy and try and understand the way that he's feeling and the frustrations that he's got in life. It's tragic, and I'm not undermining that in any way whatsoever. That's the reality of the situation for millions of people around the globe. And life isn't fair. All of us at some point in our lives find ourselves, in desperate times, in unhappiness, with loss, with financial problems, with illnesses. Life is tough, and it isn't fair. It's never going to be fair for people 100% of the time. Some people it's harder than others, and some people seem to it's a bit fairer for them than it is for others. But that's life. But for all of us at some point in life isn't fair, and we have to accept that and just get on with life, because that is what life is about. And what we tend to do when we're not feeling good about ourselves is look outside of ourselves to point the blame at other people, or to try and justify the way we feel by situations or events outside of our lives that make us feel a certain way, and then we want to use that as the excuse or the cause for the way that we feel to justify our anxiety or our stress or the panic attacks, that it's something out there that's causing us to feel that way. Well, that's understandable. It's understandable to think that people can feel that way and do feel that way. And what we'll do is we'll look at big political situations and rallies, or the latest fad that whatever's going on, where we can go and protest and we can shout, wave banners, and we have no influence over these things whatsoever. But we still go and do it because in some way it makes us feel a little bit better about ourselves. But it doesn't actually change us, and it doesn't actually genuinely change a lot of situations. But we're venting, we're voicing, and we're doing something as humans that we think is right for us. Well, for Mike, I have a question for you, Mike. And it's a very, very simple question. Mike, do you look after yourself like you would look after somebody that you really, really loved? Simple question. I know the answer, and you know the answer. And you're going to say, well, no, because I'm suffering from anxiety all the time. This is taking over my life, and it makes me feel bad about myself. So, what I wanted to say to you, Mike, is that, yeah, life is difficult. It is tough. But what I want you to do is I want you to take responsibility to do one thing every day in your life, just one little thing every day in your life that's going to make you feel better about yourself, or better still, do something that makes somebody else feel good. One little thing every day for the rest of your life. That's what I'm asking you to do, to make a choice and to take responsibility to do that. Now, why do I ask you to do that? I'll tell you, because when you take responsibility for yourself or your family or your community, your friends, those people around you, responsibility is where you find meaning. And when you find meaning, you find hope. And when you find hope, you find purpose to move forward in your life and to create a better life for yourself. Now, taking responsibility for yourself and for others when you are suffering is a battle. It's an uphill climb. What are your alternatives? You can stay just where you are, or you can take responsibility to push on with your life, to climb that hill and to take that battle on by taking small steps to help yourself, to help other people, one baby step every single day. That's what I'm going to ask you to do, Mike. And I don't believe for 1 minute that you're not capable of doing that. I don't believe that. I think as a human being, you can rise to the challenge of tomorrow doing one good thing for one good person that makes you feel better and makes them feel better about their life and brings a bit of positivity into life. I believe that you can do that, and I'd like you to do that. And I'd like you to do it every day, and I'd like you to think about how you feel about that after you've done that. And I know that you'll feel better about yourself. I've watched people get their lives together, after suffering from mental illnesses, from traumatic events, through really horrible things in their life. And it amazes me the strength of the human mind and what we can achieve when we set ourselves to do it. People that have come from the depths of depravity, of illness, of tragedy, to put their lives back together, to live a great life, to take responsibility. That's what I'm saying, take responsibility, and step by step to put their lives together, to get themselves right, to look after themselves. They find relationships, they find love, they get great jobs, they can find nice homes, they can build the relationships back with the friends, the families, with the mothers and fathers that they haven't spoken to for many years. They can do that by taking that responsibility, but it starts with baby steps. And like I said, it's a battle. It's not easy, but what is your alternative? I'm not saying that mental health isn't a struggle, and I'm not saying that it isn't real, it isn't painful, and it isn't a daily battle. But what I am saying is I believe that you can make a choice to do one thing tomorrow that makes you and somebody else feel good, that's positive. And you can build on that by taking a step to do it every day and to make other people feel good about your life. It's about taking responsibility. It's about stopping to think about what you want from life, because I'm confident you can achieve far much more than you ever thought you could. It's about taking hold of that and beginning to walk in that belief. So I hope the words in this video can help you feel better. I hope they can give you some encouragement. It would be really, really great, Mike, if you get back to me and comment again on the words that I've thought. I wish you all the best. I hope that you can conquer the troubles that you're going through, and I really do hope that you can manage to find a better life for yourself. I believe you can. I think you're more than capable. I just think that you need to believe that you can as well. So I hope you can find that, Mike. So if you've enjoyed this video or you've got anything from it, then give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me some comments. Have a look at my counselling page. There's lots of free videos and resources on there that are designed to just get you thinking about how you feel about social anxiety and panic attacks. And hopefully if they help one person, then that's good enough. But this is, again, it's about taking responsibility. Have a think about your life, take responsibility for it, and really start with baby steps and tiny little things to help you move on and to help you feel better about your life. Thanks for watching.